There's Clevermouth.
What's up, everyone? Sag here, and today, I don't know if you've heard, but the big exciting news, the patch is finally out, so we finally have some new stuff to play around with. However, I don't care. I have a bunch of other builds and cool creative ideas that I've already done. They're already recorded. I just need to upload them. So probably for the next week or so, I'll still be doing that. You know, maybe with some new stuff on the side, but I definitely need to get through the backlog of everything that I had. I tried to not do so much, or like not play with so much of the pets that are being changed. However, I mean, you can't really avoid all of them. But today we actually have an ode to whale. So I've played this before, level 3 whale eating gorilla, level 3 whale eating rhino, and finally we are in the last of the trilogy, and right before they actually changed how the tiger-whale interaction works. So now I believe whale keeps all of the stats of the unit that it eats, however, tiger will no longer double that unit that pops out of whale, so you don't get two. So this is basically the last you'll see of it, and I'm really glad that I was able to get it done before the change, before the update. So, yep, today we're going to be eating eating boar with whale. And I also decided to do something a bit interesting. Now, Suboptimal did something similar, where he had a coconut on the whale, or I keep mixing up whale and boar. Coconut on the boar. Instead, I wanted to do something with seagull and actually giving it melon as soon as it popped out of the whale. I thought that would be a little bit better, or at least a little bit easier to do. And I think it worked out pretty damn well, considering how good this game went, or basically how good all my games went. So we are going to have one blooper at the end. I call them bloopers, but it's just basically like an outtake. That game didn't go very well, or I didn't win it. But it was another variation. So in this variation, we do get the seagull. We only really need a level 2 seagull. I really wanted a level 3 whale though, and in that other variation, I didn't have a level 3 whale. Instead, I had a level 3 seagull, and I believe it was a turkey. In this one, we go straight up seagull, pug, tiger, whale, boar. And honestly, pug works out super well. So like if you only have, like, it's super easy to get a level 2 pug. And then if you only have a level 1 of anything, let's say whale, tiger, or seagull, then plop the pug right behind it, and boom, you're already getting a level 2. So pug worked out extremely well in this scenario, and thankfully the game didn't go on too long, so it worked out really nicely. But let's get into this here. So I had a tamarin. I swapped the tamarin stats onto the seagull. And now I'm going to, fairly soon here, going to pill this turtle onto the seagull. And then I basically get free melons every turn that I buy something. So this is a really, really good strat. I mean, being able to just infinitely generate these melons is super good. The problem with my setup that I have here is that deer actually is kind of bad, because if I don't play something every turn, then the first bus that pops out will actually get melon. The melon will override the chili, which is a little unfortunate, but as long as I can play something every turn, then I'll be totally fine. And I think it's fine to waste a little bit of the melons as well. I mean, I get a free one every turn, and now I'm going to get 2 free ones every turn. So it's not like, oh, I have to conserve my melons or anything. No, super easy to come by. You can get them basically at any moment. I mean, as you can see, just basically free melons. It's so beautiful. And I decided that I only needed a level 2 seagull, because if you think about it, only 2 boars are going to pop out of the whale. So that's all I need. I don't actually need a level 3 seagull. So it was kind of weird that I did it on a couple other runs. That was probably my downfall, if you think about it. But as you can see, we're already getting, like, fairly good here. We get the level 2 whale and instantly turn 9 boar. And it gets melon too. Everything is protected. This board is actually insanely strong for turn 9, believe it or not. The only thing we don't have is the tiger, and that's it. That's all we need. So we've got a little bit of scaling from dragonfly, and pretty soon we find a tiger, probably on turn 11. I don't think we'll be, I mean, unless we level up the whale quite quickly here. Turn 11 is probably when we're going to find it, and we plop it in, and we're going to go nuclear. Like, look how weak this guy's team is compared to mine. Now, he does have a pretty good hippo, but look how strong that boar is. Instant level 2 boar out of it with melon. It's going to be pretty hard to beat that. And we're already getting very, very close to the level 3 whale, and we have it next turn. That is guaranteed. And honestly, this game was almost perfect. I only lost one round in the beginning. I think it was like turn 2 or something. If I would have won or tied, we could have had easily a perfect game here. And this guy, he's got a BDSM Triceratops Rhino build, or elephant build. But look how strong this level 3 boar is. Absolutely crazy. And Seagull's able to clean it up. Just being able to get all of these free melons, and then absolutely massive boar, I mean, it just feels so good. This is easily one of the best runs that I've had for the level 3 whale eats everything. By far. And it has to do with Seagull. I think the other two that I did it straight on standard pack, and this one felt so much better. So we instantly get this tiger in here, another melon for my troubles, and we can get a pepper on the pug. And our team is set. Like, we're done. All we need is, I mean, getting a level 3 tiger would be the next best thing. Oh, and it's beautiful. We get to go against a summon team. Perfect thing to test it out on. Look at that. I don't get the first melon, but that's fine. We will get it next turn. And look at all of these stats. So we have the stats even being doubled by the tiger boar. So the tiger boar interaction works there perfectly. Absolutely crazy stuff here. And yep, just looking for basically anything, any stats, chocolate, more tigers. I mean, I'll take anything at this point. Get a little hot dog in there. It doesn't matter too much, but we're at 3 gold left. And I mean, this is it. Like, how are any of these teams going to beat me when I'm so incredibly strong? Look at that. Double for level 2 and level 3, and this level 3 just eats everything. So incredibly strong, the amount of stats you get every turn. Just cleans it up entirely. And look at that, as simple as that. Turn 12 even, with a level 3 whale eating boar. And now we're going to get into this this other game that I had, and it would have gone perfectly. It would have gone perfectly too, if only the last guy I didn't go against had some crazy ass team. But see here, we get the double level 2 boar, both with melon. See, we didn't even need the level 3 seagull. That's why I had this game first, and I was like, okay, learn from my mistakes. I don't need a level 3 seagull. We much needed the either a level 3 turkey, level 3 whale. That would have been much better. But overall, I had an amazing time with this. Super fun. And hopefully I can get out most of my backlog videos before they become too out of date. So, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And you know what? Have a wonderful day.